Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're all having a blessed day. I'm doing great. Today's an awesome day. Today's topic is going to be why I am a registered independent. Why I am a registered independent. I do not, I've never registered to be a liberal. I've never registered to be a conservative. And I'm a registered independent because unfortunately what I decided is each time an election comes around, I have to vote for the lesser of the two evils. Who's going to follow through on the more promises that they make? Who's making better promises? Who has the American people's interest ahead of financial gain and monetary gain at the cost of our nation, for the benefit of other nations. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny in America because it's almost like this nuanced thing where they're like, oh, okay, America, you have to choose a side. Do we really have to? What's going to happen to me if I don't? They say liberal or conservative. They say Democrat or Republican. They say left or right, left wing or right wing. They say donkey or elephant. Well, says who? And it's funny when you listen to the terminology left wing, right wing. There's a left wing and there's a right wing. They're part of the same beast. Think of the Baphomet statue. It is like the goat head with female breasts but male genitalia and hoofs for feet but human legs and arms or whatever. It's just crazy, right? Okay, but you notice that they used to sacrifice their children unto this god, unto this deity, this false god, right? And what do you see on Baphomet? You see two wings. So the left wing and the right wing, it's part of the same beast. And my argument is that they genuinely have most of us fooled, okay? Because they claim it's a two-party system with other parties involved, but mainly it's two parties, and um, and they just claim one side or the other, but it's secretly a uni-party system that these rich elite people are in the background. They'll act like they're enemies and they put each other down in the debates. Vote blue, vote red, blah 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 blah. Right? As soon as the cameras turn off, they're shaking hands. They're making deals behind the scenes. They're making money together. They don't care, bro. It's all a facade. Okay, so don't be part of the issue. Don't be a cog in their machine. Stand out. Bring people back together because they're using it to divide and conquer. And my goal is to use my throat chakra to unite us. Okay, God gave me this God given gift of a voice, and I'm going to use it. Okay. But anyways, so you have to choose a side, left or right. Says who? Bro, oh yeah, that's right. Says the secretive uniparty conglomerates who are shaking hands behind the scenes. There's a saying, there's this three words, ordo ab chaos, or cow. It's order out of chaos. And this is what they do. They create order out of chaos. So we're too busy hating each other to notice who the real enemy is. We're too busy hating each other to come together as one common people, which we are. You know what I mean? And then they use all these crazy things that we do, like, oh, this person unalived a bunch of police officers or whatever, and they'll use that as more crackdowns and more laws. But the whole point is that they knew this was going to lead to this, so they're using our chaos to make more order under the guise of safety. Okay, so each side offers you a false sense of moral superiority to the other side. There is good and there is evil on both sides. I will say it again. Both sides have good and both sides have evil. So don't think one side good, the other side bad automatically, or vice versa. It's not necessarily that simple. Okay? They have conditioned us to only see the good on your side and to only see the evil on the other side. Okay? It's like having blinders on. Take a few steps back so you can see the bigger picture. Okay? Their job is simple, divide and conquer, because united we stand, but, and this is a big but, divided we fall. So their goal, divide the common people. That way they can take over because we are now too busy hating one another. You know, what we should be doing is uniting as one so that we can fight against the real enemy, them. Okay, it's always been the rich elite lawmakers, shakers and bakers versus the common people. Okay, that's the real one. That's the real split. That's the real divide. Okay, the super rich who have the lobbyists, aka the lawmakers, right in their pockets. Okay, this system is rigged against us and it's rigged in their favor, not ours. Their job is to divide and conquer. My purpose is to unite and subsequently overthrow these oligarchs, but I can't do it alone. Share this video, share this sentiment, explain it to your friends. You know what I mean? We have the voice of reason. Let's use it, okay? If we truly reunite, their entire house of cards inevitably comes tumbling down. And I'll give you an example as to why they use these divisive politics and how we can combat it, okay? First example, on January 7th, 2026, Fox News went live to talk about the illegal fraudsters in Minnesota. The programming was in full effect. Republicans were trying to get to the bottom of it, like people who are talking in the Senate and the hearing, okay? Republicans were trying to get to the bottom of it, but every time it went over to a Democratic seat of Senate, they kept deflecting and avoiding the topic. And everybody was calling it out in the comments, which makes me so proud because it means so many of us are awake and the spell doesn't work anymore. You know what I mean? Avada Kedavra. None of that shit works anymore. It's right out the window because we're privy to it now. We're aware. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, the Democratic Senates kept deflecting and avoiding the topic. They were like, orange man bad, fraud good, you know? No kings, meaning Trump. We don't want any kings, no kings. But then as soon as he arrests a literal dictator, they go, but Maduro, a literal dictator, but Maduro has feelings too. What? What is up? The cognitive dissonance is so strong now. That's proof that the PSYOP is working. Okay? Example number 2, funny enough, from Fox News when they went live again, the exact day after. So the first example was January 7th of this year. Example number 2, January 8th, 2026. Fox live streamed again. This time it had Kristi Noem and ICE agents, you know? So about that crazy thing that happened when the lady went and confronted ICE agents and tried to make a big spectacle out of it, and then borderline ran an ICE agent over and he shot her, and unfortunately she passed. And, you know, my instant take was both people were in the wrong. She shouldn't have been interfering with ICE. She shouldn't have been having people record it. All she was thinking is, I got to get this clip for online and stuff like that. And she's doing crazy stuff, interfering with ICE agents, knowing that they are armed and dangerous, but that thinking she'll get away with whatever and there won't be any repercussions and we're going to expose them. She shouldn't have been there. She should be with her family, taking care of her first priorities. You know what I mean? But because she's so brainwashed, like many of us, okay, she thought, I have to go do this for my side, for my people, and stand up. Yeah, you know? So she shouldn't have been there. That could have been completely avoidable. However, the other side is wrong too in my eyes, because you could have easily just not shot and killed her, you know? You could have, if she drove away and you got out of the way and she drove away, you guys could have got her license plate, you could have found her in the future, you could have stopped her, you could have had other cops go out and pull her over, anything, right? You didn't have to go for deadly force. That's my opinion. So I was able to see the wrong on both sides. But everybody, remember, most of these people are brainwashed to one side or the other, thinking, and all they can see is the good on one side and the evil on the other. They can't do the inverse, right? So this is the big problem, you know? A lady confronted and harassed ICE agents, bumped one of them with her car, and tragically got shot. My opinion, do not harass and confront ICE agents face to face. But also, do not shoot a woman. I saw the wrong on both sides very easily. The live stream could not see it that way, though. That's proof that the programming is working all too well. It was either, she's an idiot for interfering, or ICE is evil. Then it gets even worse. It starts with that. It starts with the boom, like something heavy that makes you emotional. And then after you feel those emotions, new things come out that desensitize us to crazy situations. That's what they want to do to us. Because then it got even worse. A day or two later, I started seeing all these like crazy, what is it? Why am I drawing a blank? You know, when they put up a picture and they put words, a meme, bro. So I started seeing memes about it like, oh, she's in heaven now, dot, 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 harassing ICE officers. Like, bro, just stop it. That's sick. You know what I mean? She has a family, bro. You know what I mean? Versus, and then you would also see the other flip side say, ICE is about to suffer and find out the hard way. Yeah, let's take out ICE. Like, bro, you're literally calling for violence and death of other people. That is so wrong. We do not need more violence. We need more peace and unity. That's what we need. Not more divisiveness. We don't. Okay? So both sides are clearly filled with hatred in their hearts. And that was the goal all along. I am here to be the voice of reason and say we need to have love in our hearts. You know, easier said than done, but we got to start somewhere, right? It was bad in the past, but ever since Obama repealed the Smith-Mundt Act, the media has become a full-on brainwashing machine rooted in chaos, destruction, etc. Friendships, relationships, meaningful conversation, all thwarted through divisive politics, all thrown right out the window. You know what I mean? And the way I wrote it, I guess, is like an event happens and that evokes emotions from us. Then you pick a side. Shortly after that, people put memes to laugh at it and to laugh at the other side and to back up your beliefs. And that ultimately desensitizes all of us to all of it. You know what I mean? And that's bad. I'm just here to say that's bad. No, don't subscribe to that, right? Don't feel as though you have to choose a side. That thought is simply an illusion that they do not want you to be privy of or aware of. Okay, nowadays, not choosing a side is the biggest way to truly rise and resist. Okay? Please share this video to wake others up. It would be so much more effective if I could put edits throughout the video, serving as visual aids to accompany these words. Unfortunately, I'm not too good at that, and so I just like to hit play and just talk and ramble, okay? That's my thing right now. So if you made it to the end of this video, congratulations. You don't have the attention span of a fruit fly. You can actually pay attention, okay? So my goal, or my overall point of this video is, let's unite. Put the hatred to the side. Let's smoke a proverbial joint together, shake hands, and team up against the real enemy. That's all I got. So until next time, stay safe, be blessed, and live lavishly. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you all. Peace.